something that's so ingrained in my head, so it's something I'll never forget. F. Ted Cruz. So we're going to go on to collective illusion, starting with success.
One of the most important collective illusions that we've ever discovered has to do with the way that people define a successful life. We looked at the private opinions of the American public across 76 different attributes that could go into a successful life. Out of those 76, the vast majority of the American public believes that most people would rank fame as number one. There's just one problem. In private, it's actually dead last. It is 76th out of 76 possible attributes. We don't care about fame, but we believe that most everybody else cares about fame more than anything else. Our public institutions are actually being built around a false view of what people want out of life. In our media, in our businesses, those people are also under the same exact illusions. We have commercials, we have movies and television shows, all telling us that a successful life is about being famous. Now, the dominant thing that kids talk about is wanting to be famous. One kid I remember saying, I want 1 million followers. He couldn't tell you for what. He just wanted 1 million followers. We know that most people, even in the younger generation, do not privately value fame, but they are even more convinced than the older generations that most people do. They are internalizing the illusion as their own values, and that will become the dominant view in society in the future if we don't do something about it. Being aware that collective illusions exist is the starting point, and it comes down to us being honest about ourselves to each other. Populists ask, what does a fulfilling life mean to you? What we found was really astonishing. Out of those 76 trade-off priorities, in the thousands and thousands of people that we have studied, no two people were identical. Nobody can tell you what a successful life is. You have to discover that for yourself. It's about knowing who you are. If you want to understand whether the people you care about are pursuing a life that's not their own, ask them why they care about what they're doing. Why do you want to be famous? By having your ideas challenged, that gives you a better sense for who your true self is. If we recognized our true shared values, it fundamentally changes how we see one another. We now recognize that investing in each other and enabling you to pursue the life you want to live is actually better for you and for me.
Okay, let me go first. I'll let the ladies go on. Some of this, what he was saying, I think he was hit or miss on certain aspects. To me, it just feels like for you to be famous or successful or whatever, you have to make sacrifices. And I think that in and of itself is the collective illusion. We talked about it 2 weeks ago, or it came up in one of our group discussions over there when we was talking about people in hospice or nursing homes or whatever saying the thing that they regret the most is not spending more time with their family. And we said, yeah, because you had to take care of your family. You had to work those long hours. You had to sacrifice and do all these things to take care of your family. When in reality, you don't. You just have to learn how to balance. And unfortunately, we still live in a society of lazy individuals. And what I mean by lazy, I mean they would rather sacrifice one or the other, either work relations or their family, than to actually take time out to try to balance the two out. Because you grew up on the thought that if you want something, you got to work hard, put your nose to the grindstone, blah, 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 do what you got to do, work that overtime, push that bell, tote that hay, and all this other stuff. And we grew up with that. That if you didn't do those things, you was a lazy. I was just throwing some stuff out there. But we've always under the illusion that You was not successful because you did not work hard enough. Period. You wasn't hard enough. You didn't work hard enough. You wasn't smart enough. You didn't put in the hours. Whatever. I remember working at a call center where they gave you an abundance amount of overtime. All the overtime you want. It got to the point where people was getting hotel rooms nearby the call center. And that's all they did. They would go. They would work 12, 15 hours in the call center, go to the hotel, wash up, take a nap, rinse and repeat. And that's how they was able to fund their car or get an apartment. I think a work-life balance will be more applicable in this day and time than the old-fashioned just you have to sacrifice one or the other. That's all I got to say. So, Tracy?
This guy is full of crap. I'm sitting here like, shut up.
Boy, I miss Tracy.
Just success and but first of all, that's not what people pursue the most. In my opinion, it's always all about the mighty Benjamins. People are obsessed. Even me, even broke me, is obsessed with making more money, doing anything to make money. Yeah, that's a part. That's what we think a person is successful because they have a lot of money. Usually, if a person is poor, we don't think of them as successful. So if he had said money, I'd have been right with him. But this success, man, shut up. Just shut up. Ugh. And Anna will say something very intelligent and will make me look stupid. Go ahead, Anna.
Welcome back, everybody.
Okay, when I was, how old were we? I was 9, and that would have made my friend 11. We were walking down the street. We grew up in a nice middle-class suburban neighborhood. It was very diverse, Long Island, and I loved where I grew up. In hindsight, growing up, I wanted to get out. Anyway, walking along the street with my friend, we see a homeless person. My friend immediately recoils physically. What's wrong? And I believe more of what he was trying to say. And yeah, this is sloppy and it's really generic. So you can make success via a lot of different things. My friend had this illusion that because that person must not have either worked hard enough, that person didn't do something right. I had her come over and we said hello to the person. I had some money, and so I handed it over, as I had seen my parents do many times. And I sat down and I asked, it was an elderly woman, what was going on? How was her day, first of all? And then, where did she come from? And that was meaning more her life, not just the area of the country. She had been through really, really terrible things that thankfully, my friend sat there and listened and had the wonderful childhood experience of I was dead wrong about something, and I could grow up past that. Now, why did I have that feeling in the first place? Why are when homeless people are brought up on the news, it's a lot about how they're harming the environment that they're in, the community. We need to start looking at things differently if we're going to want a different outcome. Ultimately, what he's saying, no matter what micro issue he goes into, the macro issue remains. We have somehow, I mean, schools are much more than just a you want to be successful. Schools are we want you to be able to sit down throughout the day and be able to be in a cubicle or at a desk at some point, and we want you to be able to work for us. We want you to be good little cogs. And kids are starting to know this now. Workers are starting to break through the illusion that there needs to be somebody stepped on for somebody else to achieve. That's what they're clumsily trying to get at. Me, my life, what is a success? I have it with my family. I am working on it with my community. And I had to completely rethink of my life as far as when I got put on disability at 21 or 2 or something like that, early. You know, I was bitten by ticks at 17. My whole adult life. I had one job in a bakery for 6 months, and I luckily stepped my foot in the bakery on the 6-month mark when my insurance hit. And I had really good insurance because I had a really good union. So, I know these things exist. I know these things, a nice job where you can balance, they're out there. But they're not out there for everyone. And until every single one of us is free, we are not free. All of us.
And
Is
I was
that not?
right.
Yes, you was correct, Tracy.
I was correct. Yep. Made me look real dumb.
I disagree.
Yeah, I do a good job of that myself. Thank you.
Yep. It's one of those things where
Your point is just as valid.
it is. Oh, it really is. It do talk me to death though, for real.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie
Mm-hmm.
to you. He's just. I do it because he got some points in that I want to talk about, but I
I
can
didn't
go the
see it.
rest of
Yep.
my
I'm
life
like,
without hearing his
shut
voice.
up. Go away. Say you
But
married to Joe Santos. Do something else. Blah, 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 blah.
what you see as success for others is seldom how you define success for yourself, Tracy. If you had a lot of money, you will use it, get it out there to people. Exactly, because I thought about this
Yes.
all day today.
No, I wouldn't. I
This
would
is
hoard that
this is
stuff
the
for
success
myself.
that we have. We would
Oh,
have
you would
more.
live a nice luxury life. Don't get any of us wrong. We
No,
know
really. I
Tracy
honestly
needs her
said,
stuff.
I would literally say that I would get. I will build me. This is how how backwards my life is. Would I build me a nice big house with the pool in the back? Absolutely. Will my next door neighbors be 2-3 miles away from me? Again, absolutely. I want best of both worlds.
Oh
I
no.
want a nice house where I ain't near nobody.
I like people. I realized that during the
I'm
pandemic,
not,
I
yeah.
actually like people. I would live in a swinging condo
Hmm?
in
Okay.
the city.
Tracy, that doesn't quite mean what you want it to mean. A swinging condo?
You not know. You
Oh,
just
a
not
hip.
know.
Oh gosh, I didn't even realize what
Woo.
I just said.
Mm.
An act. A vibrant condominium.
Yes. And there are people out there that need that. You know, it's like we were discussing two things can be true at the same time. And there can be people like me that need a service dog. There can be people that are heavily allergic to all kinds of chemicals out there, as well as dogs, cats, all kinds of hair. And we both deserve housing. We both deserve equal. What's the word? I'm missing the word.
Footing.
Happy.
Footing. Yeah, I guess is a good one. Consideration. We deserve equal consideration. There we go.
But this is the society that we stay in. I thought about this today when I was hearing the word success. You will be amazed at more people will listen to what is that guy? I had that guy's
George
name.
Santos.
No.
Oh,
The
he's gonna be fun to talk about. I'm sorry.
the billionaire dude.
Jeff Bezos. Elon
Elon
Musk.
Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah. You would have more people believe Elon Musk and his lies than why am I forgetting his name? I've seen it like 50,000 times in my head.
Ted
Elon,
Cruz. Mr.
no,
Rogers.
no, he's not a liar. He just tells it the way it is, and he's a billionaire too.
I'm just naming people because I have no idea who you're talking about.
Okay. Billionaire.
Warren
Bezos.
Buffett.
Warren Buffett. Thank you very much.
There you go.
You will have more people will listen to Elon Musk and his lies than Warren Buffett, who's been telling you the truth about success forever. Warren Buffett hasn't pulled any punches when he told you working hard is you need to go in there. Warren would tell you, no, that's not true at all. Elon Musk could tell you, nope, you got to pull in the grindstone. Hey, Elon.
He tells his workers that, but he doesn't do that.
I'm like, wait a minute. So going toe for billions, I get it. Elon, not Warren Buffett. Well,
Warren Buffett still enjoys all of those tax havens
and breaks it. He's not getting taxed.
I like that he speaks out, but wish he would do a little bit more.
Like pay his tax. Well, the government isn't taxing him, so.
Well, we can say that for every billionaire on the face.
Build a highway.
A hospital.
A hospital.
Oh, don't build a school. We don't need no more charter schools.
And I don't even know about the hospital part because I don't know about putting my life in the hands of a owned hospital.
No, he can build it. He don't have to. He's not a doctor.
You know, really?
He's just building it.
All the highways, all the infrastructure, the bridges,
No. Because infrastructure, no. We need the system that Japan has. We need the system that China has. We got these old railroads like it's 1869 with people with pitchforks on the back talking about, hey, let's go choose.
I'm not saying build the same exact thing again. Still
Yeah,
better.
no, we
Absolutely.
need
I
something
don't want
totally
a
refreshed.
well-appointed cave. I'm not living in a cave. I'm just saying that I don't want
No,
to be.
ain't nobody living.
I don't want to be able to look out my back 40 and be able to wave to my lady.
I want to be near a hospital. I want to be near a grocery store, a
And
couple
you
of
want,
churches. That'd
and
be
you want to
nice.
live in a condo called the Pineapple Express.
I have no idea what you mean by that.
I'm not
Look,
sure I do either.
you got to look at it.
Pineapple?
Look it up.
Okay.
Look up Pineapple.
Is that movie with Robert Downey Jr. and he put blackface on and black
No,
people wasn't even mad about it?
just right now when we go to the second story,
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. did a movie where he was in blackface.
just look up Upside Down Pineapple while we go to the second